Welcome to Barbies and Baby Dolls, where I talk about dolls. Big and small, I love them all. My name's Becca, and let's get this video started. So, today in the video, I have my mini Becca. She's sitting on my lap, and I thought it only fitting because we have a special box opening today. So, the other evening, while I was perusing the Target website, I was looking up Our Generation stuff because very soon I'm going to be ordering the Our Generation dollhouse. And sometimes I just go in there to see if anything's on clearance or if they're having a sale or anything like that. And I noticed that they had this surprise puppy series. So I've opened up the surprise backpacks. Right, yeah, I opened up a backpack and I've opened up, I think, a couple of the lunch bags. And when I noticed that the surprise puppy was an option, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. That is 100% me, 100%. Because if you know me, I love myself some puppy dogs. I want my entire adult life, yes, I've had at least 2 dogs. And then I've had 3 dogs. A large quantity of my adult life, I've had 3 dogs. And at a couple points in my life, I did have 4 at one time. But at those 2 points in my life that I had 4, there was always one that was very elderly and passed pretty soon after I would collect 4 dogs. So, and we're back down to 2 again because my Frank passed. And I know, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to talk about it a lot. He was my 100% soulmate of an animal. He was with me through some of the darkest times of my life, and that's for another video. I'll probably touch on those in the months coming up and stuff like that. But anywho, whatever. When I saw that there were puppy surprise pets, there's 6 pets you can get. Now, with Our Generation, you can buy, they have regular dogs that are out that you could buy for your 18-inch dolls, or if you just want them for yourself because they're cute, that's fine too. But I kind of just like this idea of a surprise because it's almost like my little mini Becca has gone to the animal shelter and didn't really have an idea of what was gonna, strike her fancy or she was going to bond with or whatever. So I just kind of like the idea of this surprise because you never know. I want to say the beagle we had Violet, she basically picked my son at a rescue event. She picked my son. One of the chihuahuas that we've had, the only animal that I ever had that I bought from a breeder was our chihuahua Roxy. She was born in 2003. So that was I was, barely an adult and didn't know what I was doing. And I bought a purebred chihuahua from a breeder. And she was actually a complete and utter disaster. She was evil to the max. And she lived to be 16. So she lived a very, very long, beautiful, evil life. But yeah, that Roxy actually, in the litter of pups that were there, picked my husband. She basically climbed up the pant leg of my husband. So Roxy picked us. And then Nick, our big polar poodle that we have, we picked him from a photo. Gracie was my father-in-law's, so we didn't really pick her. She just kind of came when he had to move into assisted living. So anyways, I just feel like there's dogs sometimes that pick you and sometimes you pick them. It, just depends on the situation. But anyways, long story short, let's wrap it up here. So anywho, so we got this cute little, includes 1 surprise puppy and fun accessories. So today, I was doing my weekly groceries, because I do my weekly groceries half at Target and then half at the regular grocery store, just to save some bucks. And it's just so convenient that I do half my groceries at Target, because then I can go look in the toy section. And actually the other day when I looked on the Target website, it did say that my local Target had these in stock. And when I went to go look for these, there's actually there's newer surprise stuff. There's surprise luggage now, and then there's surprise like spa bags or something like so. But anyways, these were not with all the surprise stuff. I had to find it further down the shelf. Okay, so on the front of this, it says Surprise Pets, puppy series. And it's a cute little dog house. It's a pink little dog house. And there is like a little spot here that says Open Me. So let's see what little puppy we got. Because like I said, for this new dollhouse that I'm going to get, we obviously need... Oh my god, I love this. I love it already. It looks like it's a beagle. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god. Yes, yes it is. It's a beagle. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's like, if out of all of these dogs, the beagle would be the one that I would absolutely want. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's amazing. Because actually, my very first dog I got when I was 4 years old. Her name was Gingerbread, and she was a beagle. And she lived to be about like 12 or 13, I believe. And so she was with me basically my whole childhood. And she passed when I was a teenager. And then I loved having a beagle growing up. And then when my son was a couple months old, I was like, oh, I think my son should also grow up with a beagle. So we did. We found a beagle at a rescue. I think it was a Petco like rescue event or whatever. And that's where we got little Violet. Her name was Violet Beauregard, because all our dogs, we like to have them have first names and last names. You know, other than having our last names, because they came to us, you know, they had other parents. But so anyways, so Violet passed in 2020. Well, obviously 2020 was a pretty crappy year, just, you know, around the world because of COVID. But that actually, the summer of 2020 is when I had my heart attack. And then that December of 2020, our Miss Violet passed away. She was 13. She was just the sweetest hound dog. She had the most beautiful howl, and we will definitely get another beagle in my lifetime. I will have another beagle. I think they are adorable pets to have. They are stubborn because they're a hound dog. They're noisy, but I kind of like that. I like a little chaos and a little noise in my life. So this is so fitting. I'm so freaking excited that my little mini Becca got her beagle. Oh my god. I've just been really lucking out recently with these surprise things. Okay, so let's pull out. There's some other stuff in here. Let's see. Okay, so this little card, it says, keep playtime going on the OG world with free activities, Our Generation. There's a little card in there. And then there is, oh my god. Okay, so then there's like this little pamphlet in there. It says surprise pups. And, oh my god, these are so, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, I'm the surprise. There's a surprise. And I'm showing it. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so there's a certificate of adoption. Little certificate of adoption. Here, let's cover Becca's face. Little Becca. Okay, there we go. And then, oh, that's so cute. There's a tiny little blanket with little paw prints on it, with a blue and yellow and pink paw prints. A little blanket. And then, oh my god. There's a little toothbrush. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So there's a little toothbrush. And then there is a little tube of toothpaste. It's blue sparkle toothpaste. Does it open? No, it does not open, but it looks like it opens. And then look at, oh my gosh, there's a little sleep mask. And a little alarm clock. Looks like they have to get up at 6 a.m. That's like when I try to get up at 6 a.m. I usually hit the snoozer a couple times, but that's okay. I work from home, so it's fine. Oh my word. Okay, so this is Sleepy Puppy Surprise. Okay, so there's different ones. There's the Pampering Puppy Surprise. Looks like a beagle. Not a beagle. I'm sorry, a poodle. Looks like a poodle of some sort. And then the Sleepy Puppy Surprise is what we got. Then there's Fashion Puppy Surprise. Actually, I would probably like this Fashion Puppy because that kind of reminds me of my Nick. My Nick's just a big white puppy dog. But this comes with super cute stuff. It comes with like a cowboy hat and glasses and, I don't know, like a tutu or something. And then there's Party Puppy Surprise. Then there's Hungry Puppy Surprise that comes with bowls. And then Playful Puppy Surprise. Oh my word. This is a super adorable. And yeah, this was $11, so it was like $10.99. This is adorable. Like, I don't know. And that's the thing. I had like 2 in my hands. I was like, should I get 2? Because I know how I like to get multiples when it comes to surprise stuff. But I was like, you know what? No. Let me just grab 1. We don't want to fill the dollhouse like too quickly with too many dogs. So, oh my gosh, I am absolutely 100% in love with this little beagle. And little Becca can have her little beagle. Oh my god, look how cute they are together. So cute. So cute. Oh my god, I love it. Love it. Okay, so yes, so I found these today. Yeah, I found these today while I was doing my groceries. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So, okay, so clearly I do love 18-inch dolls, and I do mostly have American Girl dolls, but you know what? This Our Generation stuff, it's pretty freaking cool. Like, I have many outfits from Our Generation. I'm going to be getting more accessories, of course. I'll be getting the house. And actually the Our Generation dolls actually are also absolutely adorable. And there have been some ones that I thought were cute and wanted to grab. Sometimes you have to be like, okay, I already have, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have 6 18-inch dolls. And, oh, that's not true because I have 2. So wait, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then so 6 American Girl dolls, and then I have 2 My Life As 18-inch dolls that are from Walmart, and then I have those 2 18-inch girls from Paradise Galleries, those like old vintage ones that are super skinny. They wouldn't fit in the American Girl stuff, and those kind of are just display anyways. But anyways, when you kind of think of like how many dolls you have and do you need another 18-inch doll, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe at the times, maybe the price just wasn't what I was willing to spend. I don't know. But I probably will, because there is like a Tooth Fairy one that I think is really adorable in Our Generation, just because I love her dress and that she's a fairy, and we all know that I love fairies. So clearly I love a lot of things. Which blows my mind, like when my husband's like, oh, I don't know what to get you. Hello. I love Hello Kitty. I love fairies. I love dolls of any sort. I don't know, like there's so many options. I crochet. I am into sewing now. Like, hello, there's a lot of things you can purchase for me. But anywho, but yeah, she's oh, I'm so excited about my little poodle. But there is one other thing I wanted to open up, because of course I do love a bargain, and I was venturing down the clearance aisle at the old Target. Oh my god, what am I gonna name this little puppy? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to think on that. I don't even know what theme I want to go with. I don't even know. But okay, so there was one other thing I found on the clearance rack, and the box is kind of ripped up or whatever, but this was Our Generation pet. And I saw it under a pile of things, and I saw this watermelon. And that's also another thing that I love to collect. I love to collect watermelon themed things. So when I saw the watermelon, I was like, oh my god, I need to see what it is. And it's a little hedgehog. Now, I personally would never own a hedgehog, but in theory, I think it's a really cute pet. I feel as though it's something that I really don't need to get into, because then that's just one other expensive thing I would be spending my money on. But I am all for my 18-inch girls to have a hedgehog. So let's rip this baby out. All right, once again, I love to do an aggressive opening. So this thing was marked down to $5.59. I think these pets are also like $10. So yeah, so let's see. Let's check out this other little pet that will go in the dollhouse. At this point, I just need to order the dollhouse, because I've sold enough Legos to fund the dollhouse. So I just have to do it. But I'm kind of like, I'm almost secretly waiting that like there might be a sale or something, because I would love to, like, say if because sometimes Our Generation stuff will be like buy one get one half off, or like a percentage off or something like that. And that would be cool to be able to get the house and then maybe something else too, like with a sale or something. So I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Of course the tag is like bigger than the pet, so we'll have to cut that off. Oh my goodness, look at this little hedgehog. He's so cute. Oh, let's see it in little Becca's hands. Let's see. Aw, little Becca's got her little hedgehog. So cute. Okay, so we've got a little spiky ball to play with. And then this little bell toy, maybe the hedgehog like climbs on it or something. And then the little hedgehog gets to eat not pineapple, oh my word, watermelon. Oh my god, look how cute. Here, let's black out. Black out. Oh, little baby. Little baby. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, so we got 2 pets and no house. What are we to do? Oh my gosh, this is so cute, this stuff. This just makes my day. I love it. Aw. So there we are. So little Becca has her own little beagle. Oh my gosh, I'm completely content. I don't need to get any more of these. Or if one time they're on sale. You never know. You never know. But yeah, I'm so excited to have the little beagle. Oh, so cute. Oh yeah. Yeah, so just another quick little thing. So yeah, all the dogs we had, the very first dog me and my husband had together was his, actually. It was a Chihuahua, and her name was Miracle T. Smith. We called her Mary. Now, of course, she had Smith as a last name, but from then on, we had all our dogs. So our Chihuahua, her name was Roxy Brown, and then we added Violet Beauregard to the mix. And then Franklin came in. He was Franklin Clinton. He was named after the Grand Theft Auto character or whatever. I was never really keen. I wanted to just name him Frank, but then my husband had to come up with this like whole long name. So, because we called him Frank, Frankie, or Frankie Bones, because he kind of was a bit of a gangster. He loved stealing stuff of any, like he stole bones from other dogs. He loved to go in like people's luggage and steal stuff. He would go through the bags when we brought home groceries. He was typical 100% dachshund, complete menace to society, but I loved him to pieces. And then obviously we got Nick. Nick, his proper name is Saint Nicholas. I don't, because it's not like he was born at Christmas time, but all of his litter, they were all white. And then they all had names like weather names. Like Saint Nick's real name was Foggy, and then he had like Snow and like I think like Cloud and Storm. They all had like white weather type names. I don't know. And I don't know, for some reason we just thought Nick was like a really cool name for a dog. So I just went with like Saint Nicholas, so that's his proper name. And then Gracie, she came to us already named because my father-in-law had already had her for like many years. So her name's just Gracie. And she's also a menace to society. But yeah, so that's all I really have. I want to come on, open this cute new puppy dog series that Our Generation has. And then my little mini Becca got herself a little hedgehog. And like I said, I've always wanted one. I will never have one. I just feel like they're, I don't know, they're probably easy to take care. I don't know, maybe they're difficult to take care of. I have no idea. They're cute, but I don't really want something that's spiky. You know, I really like warm, fuzzy things. So my little Becca, mini Becca, can have a little hedgehog. So cute with all these little accessories. So that is all I have for today. If you like this kind of chaotic talking and box opening, please come back and watch another one. So yeah, if you like this, definitely like, subscribe, share with a friend, and that's all I have for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.